Welcome to the J.R. Hendrick Texan Gentleman, a podcast that deals with the early life of J.R. Hendrick. This is his father appearing before President Clinton in the Oval Office at 8 a.m. on the morning of June 24th, 1996. James Bryan Hendrick Sr., Mr. President. How about some iced tea? Iced tea sounds pretty good. There you go. Dick Morris. Mr. Hendrick, I believe you know why you're here. The President has requested your presence to kind of deal with things. Now, I don't think we should call this a sit-down, more of a meeting of the minds. Hey, you wrote me into coming here, Mr. President. What the hell's going on? How about the fact that I know that you have done nothing the past 6 months to humiliate and circumvent me? I supported you in 1996. You humiliate and circumvent me? Mr. President, please. I supported you in 1992 because you promised to fix the economy. So far, I think very little of anything has happened, except for having to do with the budget, and then you know how that fell apart last year. Oh, blame Republicans. Don't blame me. Mr. President, Mr. Hendrick, please. I think we should try to find a way to resolve these difficulties between appointee and president. A Republican appointee making waves in a Democratic administration. It doesn't look good. You rein in that SBA administrative field later. And maybe I'll stop appearing before having so many media appearances. You're good. What seems the big deal? He takes everything personal. He gets in there. We personal manage things in the SBA and now the EAA. You promised me better autonomy. Now, you watch your tone with me. I expect a little bit better respect. Come on, you two. Please. Tone down the argument. When it comes to fixing the economy, other than the budget, what about the Small Business Protection Act, the Small Business Lending Enhancement Act of 1995? Okay, I'll give it that. But please, rein in Phil later, or I won't stop my attacks. He's coming to my office later on this morning. He'll be taking a leave of absence. Then I demand my leave of absence. Well, I've seen on your itinerary you got a tentative chance to go to Baton Rouge to meet your wife, Betsy. I got news for you. Your leave of absence is granted. Thank the Lord. But don't thank me yet. This Friday, you're flying down to New Orleans to speak and attend the Louisiana Small Business Association. And you're going to have to meet with the Republican senator from Alaska, one of your favorite friends. I need you to try to sit there and meet with him in New Orleans. You got it. Then you can go to Baton Rouge and meet your wife, Betsy, and be off for a week. Rein in, Phil. His remarks get hurtful. It makes you look like a buffoon. You know, I don't know about you sometimes, Hendrick. Let me ask you something. Your faith-based resources for small business. What if there was a compromise to where it was amended to the Small Business Jobs Protection Act where I most likely will sign it? If the majority of Republicans in both houses of Congress agree with the leadership in the Republican Party signing off on it, and maybe I will. Oh. You know, Hendrick, I have to be honest with you. I can't tell sometimes whether you're worth being a genius or a complete buffoon. Are you going to sit there and really insult me? I told you what you had to do. And I told you what I'm going to do. Even compromise faith-based resources if it gets added to that provision, with no changes to that part of the bill. Oh, come on, Hendrick, I wouldn't dream of it. Come on. You're every bit worth it. You're good. All right. I see Phil right after I see you. So we can't dilly-dally. All right? Okay. Just please, while you're up there in New Orleans, don't make a fool of yourself. You know, you keep looking at me like I'm some kind of hayseed redneck. How about the fact that you were once a hayseed country boy from Hope, Arkansas? I grew up differently from you. Alcoholic stepfather, strict grandmother. My grandma on my mama's side was strict. My father, once he got into the Korean War, he became an alcoholic. So I'll tell you something, Mr. President. I'll go on your little errand. Why not? Gives me a chance to get away from this fishbowl we call D.C. But you are to rein in Phil later. Or I'll tell you what's going to happen. You are going to catch hell. Come on, Mr. President. This doesn't need to devolve into this. Fine. Hope you enjoy listening to the J.R. Hendrick Texan Gentleman. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to become a part of the adventure. This is the James Hendrick Empowerment Network saying until next time, get ready for the rest of the story. It gets bumpy from here.